Hello YouTube, here's Penny Marie the shop dog. Yes, we are a YouTube certified master technician. This is the toolbox we will be discussing today. The 56-inch double bank toolbox from Harbor Freight. I didn't buy the bottom box because I don't need it. This is what I built a shelf out of. Some 1 1/8 by 4 by 8 plywood. It's used for flooring in a home. And I ripped it in half, and then I cut it to fit between 2 columns in my tool room.
That man in black, all blacked out in a Cadillac. Pull that throttle back. Said I don't black out from a bottle of Jack. So sip that, pass it back. Hit a bump in the sub when the bass goes slap. Slicker than the slobber on my bulldog's jaw. Tougher than the rawhide and chewing on. Blacked out Super Duty gun rack out.
It's a 58-inch 8-drawer double bank top chest. Here we are picking it up at Harbor Freight. Had to unload everything in the store to get my box out. As you can see how big it is after he puts it on my trailer behind the pickup truck. All strapped down, ready to go. Now to head to the house. Here we are, we're fixing to unbox it. Here we are unboxing it, and I will say it was packaged very well. There wasn't no scratches, no dings, no dents, no dust. They had it very well protected. It was kind of windy in southwest Louisiana when I unboxed it, as you can see when I lift this box up. But as you look at all that packaging they had, I mean, you can't beat that with a shitty mop. It really come out good after we got it unpackaged. And then we're fixing to lay out some tape measurements on it so we can put it on our shelf that we are building.
I would say it was packaged very well.
And as you can see, there's no dents, no dings, no scratches. I had to get the keys off to unlock it so we can look inside. The only thing I don't like about this box is the very top compartment is only 2 inches deep. So you gotta be, you know, what you're gonna put up there. You could put wrenches, I guess, or, you know, something that don't take up much height. But as you'll see later, I mounted a power strip in the top of the box. You could put a laptop up there, or your iPad, you know, when you're doing diagnostics and whatever. And here we're fixing to measure the box. It come out to almost 57 inches
outside
long, and it's 22 inches deep.
22 inches.
And them 2 holes right there is where the handles go. Now here's where I'm putting the shelf. I got to straighten up the end of that old workbench right there. As you can see how junky everything is. I cleaned that area out. And to square it off real good, where when I put that piece of plywood up there, you know, it fits real good and tight like a German Virgin. And then we got that squared off, get it all cleaned up, and I'm gonna split that 2x4 because I'm gonna run a 2x4 in the back. I'm sorry, I believe I ran 2x6s. I know I ran a 2x6 in the front and 4x4 legs all over that box is rated for 1,500 pounds, and my bench is probably weighted for a couple tons. I overbuilt it, but there ain't a nail in it. Everything's screwed, blued, and tattooed. And like a coon ass, I save every board I got. As you can see, that one, I'm gonna use that for straps and supports. And then here we are cutting the nails out of some 2x4s that we're gonna use for support. And when you work by yourself, you gotta think of ways to have stuff be held. And that's a trick right there. You just throw that square on there and pass your saw, and it's a square cut. You don't even have to measure. That's the old screwdriver bracket I had on there. There's a trusty D-wall. As you can see, I made me a little cheater leg on that 2x6 to hold the front of my shelf. Because like I said, we're going to make this sumbitch stronger than Dick's hat band. And like I said, everything's screwed at least 5 times. And then we use that level, everything's level with the earth, flat earth people. And we're going to have a lot of brackets in there, bracing I should say. Because we work in an open, our shop is actually open on the north and south end. Southwest Louisiana, you know, it don't get that hot. I mean, it gets hotter than hell, but it don't get that chilly all the time. And, you know, it's easy to work on. So here we are, I'm putting the bracing in. That's the center brace. That's gonna have a leg off of it. And like I said, I'm leveling it twice. You know, you gotta make sure it's square. Knock my level down right there. If my daddy was here, he'd kick my butt. And I did use 2x6s on front and back. So, and the wall posts for our shop are 4x4s, just like the bench is. And there's that piece of 1/8" plywood decking. I'm gonna cut it to fit, and then I'm gonna notch it out to where it fits around the columns and it fits all the way flush with the back wall. You notice that piece I threw on the floor, that's gonna be the shelf underneath there for all our other toolboxes. Now, here I'm cutting out for the wall columns, or as we call it, volumes, and getting it all ready. But you notice I didn't cut all the way. You take your handsaw and you pass it in there like that. 30 square cut. Make it look professional. And after I cut both sides, I'm gonna screw it down. I think I put 5 screws in the back, about 5 in the front, and 3, you know, 3, 2 on each side. And I drop that damn level again. Mela. And I'm gonna straighten out them. I just got it supported with some 2x4s while I'm figuring this out. I ended up coming out with a double 2x4 on the front into that 2x6 and made me a hammer rack, and because my box didn't actually fit between the posts like I wanted it to, so I had to do some, this is the next day, I had to do some little engineering, and that's just a cartoon I found on the internet. And then now we're gonna cut them 4x4s. If you mark it on the top and then saw it and then mark it and then roll it and mark it again on the bottom, you save yourself a little step. This one here I marked out all 4 sides. Why, I have no idea. Jennifer Anderson is a subscriber. How about you? Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna pass the saw again. We're gonna cut that leg off. My saw has a laser guide on it to make sure you cut that straight. And then I'm gonna take out this old support. And now we're gonna cut the middle one to where and we ended up using every piece of them 4x4s. Besides, you know, legs on here, I used a piece on the other side where I moved my wire on the top left. You can, above them pipe wrenches, you see all that wiring. I moved that to the bottom shelf. Eventually there's going to be a shelf above this toolbox. You see that piece of paneling to the right? That's what I made my whiteboard with, where I can write down when I PM my truck. So it's right there in my face, so to speak. And here, like I was telling you, I'm putting all them screws down. Here's my girl Reba. She's gonna like this video. Now we're gonna put the toolbox up. I pulled all the drawers out to make it a little lighter because that some bitch is heavy. Now we got the toolbox on the shelf. It's all set up about where I like it. Actually, it's gonna be slid more to the left eventually because I want to get everything nice and square. And then that piece we cut off, that's it. So everything's installed. The job is done. Let y'all look at this. As you can see, we got our welding station, our toolbox, our old toolbox, or everything else. Let's review the toolbox. Okay, let's review the box. This is the top shelf. It's only 2 inches deep is the only thing I don't like. I added that power strip. As you can see, it's charging my phone. Top drawer. We got all our ratchets and extensions and a spare old socket set. Second drawer, we got hand tools of everything you can possibly imagine. Pliers, snap ring pliers, tin snips, staplers, anything you can imagine for that. For this drawer here, it's all end wrenches, a couple sets, and remember I got the same amount of tools in my 18-wheeler. Last bottom drawer is all sockets. We got sockets on top of sockets, but we use a lot of sockets. Pipe tap kit, greaser kit, sawzall kit, specialty wrenches I've had to cut for different jobs, Allen wrenches, flare wrenches, easy outs, Allen wrenches, flat fixing kit, specialty screwdrivers, grease zerks, O-rings, glass cutters, more O-rings, Schrader valve air conditioning tools, Schrader valves for tires. In this drawer here, right now I got my drills in there. I'm gonna probably move my impacts. Okay, get to the bottom cabinet, jack handles, 1.5 inch wrench, rasp and files, some more gloves, lady finger scrapers, pry bars, oil changing wrenches. That's a steering wheel puller. That's the impacts, as you can see. That drawer right there is just some pry bars and some specialty wrenches. Forgot to say, this green military box, that's our electrical box. We keep all our electrical connections, testers, everything in that box. That way you can just grab it, either put it on the cart or carry it outside to the shop to work on whatever you got to do. That little furniture dolly is what we use when we change oil. And also, that old gas can I got cut with all them funnels in it, that's what keeps my funnels clean.